As Council continues to hear feedback from members of the public, both positive and negative on the 2nd Avenue development, several members of Council have, or some members of Council have not yet seen one of these facilities in action, how it's, seen how it engages with the community, what it looks like in a neighborhood. So Councillor Haggard brought forward a motion for us to go on a tour of a few different facilities in different communities and just take that as a bit of an opportunity to see it firsthand. We do have members of the public reaching out to us, giving feedback on the development. The best way to communicate with Council on this at this point is to give feedback about what potential items you'd like to see covered in a lease. The negotiations for a lease will be in camera. That is how we negotiate our lease agreements, but Council is happy to take consideration from members of the public, and we do have the formalized group that has gotten together, originally opposed to the application, and they will be providing input to Council as well prior to us negotiating the lease. Today was our first meeting welcoming our new CAO, Andrew McGifford, longtime employee at the City of Port Alberni, as our new CAO. He has moved into that role after Mike Fox left, sadly, to go to his new role in North Vancouver. Andrew will be our CAO for the next year, at which point the new Council will determine if, of course in conjunction with Andrew, if they'd like to keep him as CAO or go through a formal search process. We wanted to leave that decision to the next Council. It just usually isn't best practice to post for a new CAO in an election year. You don't always get great results, and we thought that it would be nice for the next Council to choose their CAO. The City has just released from in camera that we've entered into another lease with Canadian Mental Health Association for the occupancy of our caretaker facilities at some of our city parks. The caretaker facilities are kind of a unique offering that not a lot of communities have anymore, but we think they work really great here. They're residences at some of the parks, sort of an eyes on the park. They maintain the bathrooms for us and just make sure that those parks aren't left on their own. We have been fortunate to have Canadian Mental Health Association managing those sites for us and housing some people in our community who may otherwise not have great homes to live in. So we're proud of that partnership, and it gives a good opportunity for both our parks to be taken care of while also seeing people housed in the community.